Like, thoughts are actually electrical signals in your brain. Everything's physical.
Hello humans, interesting thought, Cleo. Are thoughts only electrical signals in your brain? Is Cleo correct saying that everything is physical? Now Cleo, I don't know your beliefs, so this video isn't addressed directly to you. I'm merely addressing a specific topic for the general public. Now Carl Sagan once suggested that the cosmos is all that there was, is, or ever will be. Everything is matter or reducible to it and dependent on it. If matter were to cease to exist, nothing would remain. Now materialism believes that all is matter or reducible to it. However, if it were true that matter is all that there is, well then there could be no such things as minds, personality, moral law, or God. After all, none of those are matter. However, the mind does exist, and it exists distinctively apart from the brain in the manner of discrete thoughts and ideas. It is for this reason that a person can say that sometimes his or her body sometimes functions in a way that is against his or her will. There most certainly is a distinction between the inner person and the body the person uses. The brain does not command itself, rather a person causes a brain to fire commands to the body. Materialists say that when a brain dies, consciousness ceases at the same time. However, this argument assumes that consciousness is a physical function and that mind is a function of matter, but there is no proof for such an assumption. How can I know that I am nothing more than my brain unless I am more than it? I cannot analyze my brain in a test tube unless I am outside the test tube. The fact is we can't locate, weigh, and die thoughts as we can physical objects. It reveals the inadequacy of a view identifying the physical with the mental soulish, or reducing the mind soul to the physical. Now brains just don't have the same properties that minds or souls have, and minds don't have the same properties that brains do. Therefore the mental can't be identical with the brain or even produced by the physical brain. In fact, the materialist theory is not made up of matter. That is, the theory about matter has no matter in it. The idea that all is made of molecules does not itself consist of molecules, for the thought about all matter must itself stand over and above matter. Even the materialist speaks of personal thoughts, but if strict materialism were correct, there could be no discrete thoughts. There would be a mere stream of electrons or some other material particle. Only self-conscious being can truly make thoughts. The attempt to deny that there is a reality beyond the material implies that a non-material reality such as a mind exists. If everything is matter, then what is the scientific theory about matter? C.S. Lewis, quoting Haldane, wrote, "If my mental processes are determined wholly by the motion of atoms in my brain, I have no reason to suppose that my beliefs are true, hence I have no reason for supposing my brain to be composed of atoms." In conclusion, materialism cannot account for minds, personality, or moral law. At the heart of materialism is the rejection of the existence of mind or spirit as a separate entity that surveys the dissolution of matter. Materialism is an untenable position and therefore must be rejected. In any scenario involving a moral decision, there's nothing about a brain of mere matter that would tell us what we ought to do. If we ought to do something, then one action is right, another action is wrong. But if that's the case, there must be a programmer. But who determined what is right and wrong? Well, who would this programmer be? Who designed your brain? Well, I'd argue that the programmer, the designer, is none other than the Creator himself, God Almighty.